Hola, everybody. Welcome. Happy Friday, January 23rd. Oh, January is gone already. Boo. If you're seeing my screen, then let's start for the basics. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my always Friday noon call. Oh, shoot, I forgot to put it on Facebook. Let me do that right now. If you're interested in co-living, if you are interested in co-living as an asset class, if you are interested in co-living for freedom, if you are interested in co-living because maybe you are coming from short-term rental and want to pivot, for many reasons, and in fact, I'd like to know your reasons why are you here, or if you just want to learn, I already have a portfolio, want to learn even more. Please always remember the triada of co-living, what I call, and I should write this down or, patent it somewhere. What are the 3 C's of co-living? Once you have a really good balance between the 3 C's, cost, community, and convenience, your business will flourish and will be standing for a long, long time. And why is that? Why is that? Can someone tell me why? Very simple. Because once you have something that is fantastically well priced for your residents, right? Props. Today we're going to talk about ProStream. So before that, ProStream for investors. Yes. Once you start having a business that you want to be successful, you need to have a cost or a cost for you as a property owner or arbitrage, anywhere you want. And if you're interested in arbitrage, let me know. Put arbitrage in the comments, and arbitrage class is coming. Or if you own a property, your cost needs to be reasonable, but also the cost to your resident needs to be really good. So that balance between both costs. But for them, the cost needs to be perfect. And the cost, it comes from many factors. It comes from the zip code where they are, from how much money are they making in the area that they live. So they have a balance on how much they're making and a balance of how much rent is actually worth for them. The second C, I'm going to skip the second for a minute, I'm going straight to the third, convenience. What do I mean in convenience? Convenience is beyond having a room and a shared bathroom. Convenience is having an air fryer. Convenience is having make the space so comfortable that it's not missing anything. And I'm not saying overspend, but I'm saying make it really comfortable that you're not missing anything to have the roommates in the household a comfortable space that they don't have to drive an hour to do laundry, things like that. Make it comfortable. Once it's convenient and has a good price, they don't want to leave. And this is very normal for early investors, that they want to crowd the space and not have community, not have a space for them to say good morning to each other, not have a nice table in the dining room or a small even dining room, so they can communicate, they can collaborate. Why community? And this is data that after a long back and forth with Pascal, now they recognize that when the roommates get along, the household members get along, the tenure or the residency terms is way longer, independent of if they have a bathroom or not. If they're friends to each other, support each other, the convenience and the cost is implicit, then community is the third factor that is really, really important. And a quick example about community is something that happened in my private personal community yesterday. A friend of mine received really upsetting news that her lease was not going to be renewed. She was not prepared for that. Okay, now we need to accelerate, plans. And the whole community, my whole group of friends came over. Hey, don't worry, we got you. We're going to help you find a place. We're going to help you pack. We're going to help you make the best out of it. And is that those moments when you have someone that you can lean on, that you say, wow, this is great. And some of that you can affect as a property owner, as an investor, but some of that you can provide, having a place that is designed really well for that. So moving on, introduce myself again, 40 pounds ago, now like 35 points ago. My name is Clara Arroyave. I'm originally Colombian and being in co-living. This year is going to be 10 years. So I'm an oldie OG in co-living. My first business in co-living was arbitrage business. This is me raising money, presenting my company way back in, where was that? Wisconsin, raising capital and growing my arbitrage business. here in Massachusetts, where I start my arbitrage business, is all done in multifamilies. So we used to lease, an arbitrage is the Oreo cookie. So lease, put the furniture in, and then sublease. And I grew from 2 apartments to $42 million in assets under management, $2 million a year in sales. And with COVID came, adios. And it was tremendous because I was kind of living the American dream. I was having to, I came here to study, to be just a student. I do my master in business. My company grew. I was able to acquire my competitors' portfolio when they went down. I was like super, and at that time, I become the largest Coliving company, back then. And I have a very smart team, 5 employees, about 17 subcontractors. But then COVID came, right? And then I was the one who got acquired. I was very successfully able to return funds to my investors again, while we could. And I have to go back to where, scratch unemployment office. And long story short, a couple, 2 years later, 3 years later now, and one of the authorities in Coliving, I'm a public speaker. I speak across the country. You have an event coming into your area, let me know. I'm happy to go and speak over there and speak in the Coliving conference, in the Coliving Women Conference. Next to Pace Morby, anywhere you think that there is value for me to talk about Coliving, that's what I'm here for. And to help you organize your mindset about what is true and what is not true about Coliving. And what do I mean by that? People think Coliving is only pass split, and is nothing further from the truth. Coliving is a global asset class, and I want to be very clear about that. It's not something that is new completely, and also pass split did not invent Coliving. And here is one example, and I'm going to share this tab. Talking about Coliving in the world, Coliving has been in the global as an asset class, as an investment strategy, way longer than in the country. We're actually late. An example here is in London. UK is one of the most advanced in Coliving in the way they design, and everything is there, like fantastic. 800 units in Exeter Coliving student gets planning consent, 800 units. When is that going to happen here? But just to show you that it's, at 800 units is approved. So because it's very normal, because they know the problems they solve, right? And it has the approval from the town, and it has the approval from the people that are around. Why? Because it's better when you work with the town than against it. And that's a longer conversation that I have with everybody. And this is a real good example. But even more than that, check this one. Have we ever heard about a Coliving company doing IPO? Well, this Singapore Coliving company is in an IPO, and they have 3,400 rooms in 100 assets. It's a Coliving operator. So, and in 2024 financial year, they have 18 million in revenue, 90 million in revenue, Asmus, open 32%, and then profit of 6.2 million from a loss of, wow. So they're doing really good. I don't know what is required in Singapore financially to do an IPO, but it seems to be a successful company. When a business is well run, because again, Coliving, same as hospitality, same as any other investment, is your business. It's more than accessible housing. It's a business that needs to be well run, so your residents are happy, you manage cost, and you are successful. And that's long story short. Aquí, let me see. ¿Tienes the live one? No. Okay. Long story short, I wanted just to do that preview because part of that, and that's like my segue, as someone would say, to talk about data. Because once we have data is when everything goes into place. And that's where here, Ari, hi, my girl, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about, the externalities class today is talk about how to use ProStream, which is one of the most strongest tools, software tools in the market to find potential Coliving investment properties of any kind. And we're going to talk about advanced filters, and we're going to talk about combining data points that are not easy identifiable to find if the potential seller is motivated or not, and decide quickly which properties are worth pursuing. We're here to deliver value, and our partner ProStream is, if you don't have ProStream yet, or if you have it, if you don't have ProStream yet, we're open to give you an account. If you already have it, just because you're here, you get $25 pro stream credit, which is about 2,000. It's about 200 potential leads for you that you can claim. So I'm gonna stop share my screen, and I'm gonna go the chair to you. Ari, welcome, girl. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna give the screen to you. Feel free to connect and share. We're gonna talk about, and you guys are also very welcome to have questions as we speak. Hola, my dear.
Hola, Clara. Thank you so much for that introduction. I'm so excited to be here with y'all today. I know we've done some Spanish demos with Clara, but I think this is our first English one, so I'm excited to be on the Friday webinar too. So we can kick it off in the software, and that way y'all can see, just like Clara was saying, like how you can use PropStream to be able to really zone in on those markets, those specific leads you're looking for to then build your co-living business. So let me share my screen and we can get started. So here, folks, this is where you're going to have the first page whenever you sign in. It's going to be the search page. This, with all our other tools, is a very powerful tool because this is where you're going to be able to search for different markets up here in the search bar, as well as being able to utilize the filter menu. That's where you can really zone in on the specific properties or even specific homeowners that you're looking for your leads. So for today, is there like a particular market we're interested in, perhaps?
Uh, I have someone that came specifically for this class that I believe he's in North Carolina. I don't know if you want to go North Carolina particularly today. Lance, what do you think? Are you down? Lance, you can unmute or you can write in the comments.
Yeah, whichever, no worries.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever. We can do Charlotte.
Charlotte, okay.
Yeah, sure, do Charlotte.
All right, let's do Charlotte. So Charlotte, North Carolina, let's go there. All right, so as I did there, folks, I used the search bar to zone in on that market, right? Which is Charlotte today. Thank you, Lance. And so right now, what the software is telling me is that, hey, Ari, right now, this is how many properties the database of PropStream has. And with that property data, it is going to be compiled of both MLS data as well as public record data. So you'll be able to see that different data with those properties. But, over 300K, we definitely want to niche down, right? So here, that's where the filter menu comes in handy. This is where you can then specify the um the specifications, right, about what leads you're looking for. So,
Just sorry to interrupt. So I believe many of them, and raise your hand if it's correct or not, or write down who already uses ProStream in the daily basis because they really want to know how we can use it for particularly co-living properties. And I want to give Lance like the advance. There you go. See, I want to give Lance the advance and hey, this is what particularly looking for, so we can use him as an example. To find where my clients or my students are looking for it. That's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yeah, let me know if there's, I know specifically y'all want like, is there like a certain amount of units or bedrooms, baths that you're looking for?
Lance.
No, there's not. I don't really want to do more than roughly an 8-8.
Okay.
As far as the co-living spot goes, but I know that if I can get like a 4-3, I can make some extra rooms out of it. You know what I'm
So
saying?
we're talking single family homes, correct?
Correct.
Single family homes, minimum, how many bathrooms? 2?
Yeah, minimum 2. Yeah.
Minimum, because then they do reconversionary. So minimum 2 bathrooms, 2 bathrooms, which is the normal. And then minimum 2 bathrooms. It's very hard to find more than 2 bathrooms anywhere. And what is the size of the home that you're looking for?
I'm looking for 2,000 plus square foot.
Okay.
Okay. We'll
There you
put
go.
that there as our minimum.
Mhm.
We
Perfect.
think,
Anything else? No HOA, right?
No HOA, year built 1965 plus. Um, I don't want a pool.
No pool. Exclude pool.
no pool. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. In terms of property details, um, are we good there, Lance?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. And then I think another great tool that would be useful for y'all in terms of having something that, you're not going to land yourself with a flipper or a fix and flip situation is definitely going into the PropStream Intelligence tab because here you could utilize the property condition filters. Here, what it's essentially doing is it's doing the job for you of looking at MLS photos and checking out the property condition for you. That way, you don't have to spend that time looking at all those photos, looking at all those properties, right? So you're saving that time and energy for yourself. And instead, you can come in here and maybe you can put a minimum of perhaps average, something that's, rent ready. Were you thinking like average, good, or anything above that perhaps, in terms of your condition of the property?
Yeah, I'm going at least good.
Okay.
Yeah, I want it as turnkey as possible since I'm gonna
Okay.
have to go in and add walls and stuff anyway.
Exactly. Like you already gonna be making those moves of making it into a co-living habitat. So definitely don't want to be paired up with all those fixer-upper type repairs, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, let's put good for our minimum of the overall property condition. Um, And then you can always go and specify if there's like a specific condition you want in particular of these. But this is a really great one too overall. And then for the MLS status, were you just looking for off-market opportunities, Lance? Or were you open
No,
to all?
no, I'm open for all of it.
Okay.
On, off, creative.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll leave that on then for all. That way we can get both on and off-market opportunities for you. And then in terms of the homeowner situation themselves, definitely want to start thinking about any um, motivators for selling, right? So was there a specific scenario you were having in mind of reaching out and helping these homeowners, be able to obtain their properties, whether it's like financial situations or, anything that you can help them out with?
Y- Yes, but there.
Hmm.
I know this is recorded and this is a prop stream thing, but
It's
yes,
okay.
pre-foreclosure it is good, but obviously I'm going to the county and the city for that information because it gets updated a little quicker than prop stream.
No, I hear you. So with our data, and I just want to do a little like sticky note on that, just so everyone can understand how the data works. So the system does check for data updates 24/7. But like how you're saying, Lance, sometimes with the county, with the public record data, depending on when they're able to update and then update then our vendors, that's when our updates occur in the system. So even though sometimes the county is able to update that, it's when they're able to update the vendors and then kind of a domino effect, right?
Right.
So yeah, definitely do what works best for you, and especially like if you know your county, um, and how it works, and if that works better for you, by all means, definitely do that, right? So we can just skip that for now if you want. But if was there any type of like owner occupancy status perhaps? Like maybe another motivator could be that it's vacant, they're not even occupying it, or just any situation like that.
Yeah, no, all that's fine. I could talk
Okay.
to an investor or homestead.
Okay, sounds good. Owner type, you like that, all of them. So that'll be, you wanted all owner types, correct?
I don't want corporate. That's kind of harder to get skip trace. So I can do the the individual right now.
We actually do offer corporate skip tracing now, Lance. So if you
All
do
right.
want to reach out to them, you're more than welcome to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Then do all of them then. That's
All
fine.
right, let's do all of them. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. What else? Were you thinking about any other situations? Maybe like liens, divorce, any other motivators you were thinking about?
Um, yeah, the lien stuff is at the county level as well.
Okay.
So nah,
Yeah, no
that's
worries. You
good.
can. Okay, perfect. Any value that you're thinking about? Any estimated values?
Um, no, because all that's subjective, the
Okay.
estimated value. So I mean I guess you can go 400,000 max.
Max.
Okay.
So in
Oh,
the other
max.
one. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So if you're good on that, Lance, we can definitely start checking out the results and see if there's any that you might like, and we can then save a marketing list for you.
That's fine. Y'all do y'all's thing. There's other
Okay.
people on here as
Putting you
well.
on the
So
spot. I know, I know.
Yeah. Sorry. Please
it's
don't
all
blush.
good.
Don't blush. Hey, but guess what? Just based on those numbers and on this, we already found a list of 250 properties, which is not
hmm
bad. What do you
Yeah.
think? It's not bad at all. It's good. Do you have, and this is how can I say this? As maybe like an interesting question, and let me know what you think. What are the common filtering mistakes that people make that cause investors deals, in your experience? Ari.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you're talking to the class.
Yeah.
So I would just say like definitely don't counteract any filters, right? So like um if perhaps with the like the senior owners, we have a senior owners filter up here with leadless. And
Mm-hmm.
so that can qualify homeowners who have been on the property for 15 years plus and or have that exemption uh, tax. So you definitely don't want to counteract that with, having maybe just recently purchased or trying to think what else.
Okay.
Um, I think as long as you're able to really identify the situation you're wanting to create, I
Mm-hmm.
think it's pretty like very forward in terms of searching the filters and utilizing them as need be. And I guess, again, just like not negating anything. So like if you pick pre-probate and then
Mm-hmm.
other when you go down here and we have let me see, I can search it.
Yeah.
Probate. We have probate in the system
Yeah.
itself. So we have
Okay.
it there, but we also have it down here with the occupancy.
Okay. Oh,
hmm
okay. Quick question about that. How it's okay you do it both ways, meaning in lead list you say senior owners or also tired landlords and then make a combination of both and then that'll be better?
Yeah, you can definitely, we call it list stacking. So the ability to be able to utilize multiple
Mm-hmm.
different scenarios at a time, right? So if
Okay.
you're able to go in, let's say you want to use, tired landlords, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure that here you're able to choose those.
And then
Um,
combine with senior owners maybe and see what happens or no? Or it's like
so
more.
Well, that's what I was gonna get to that. So with leadless, you can only use one at a time, but
Ah,
that's why you're able to list stack because, just in case you want to find tired landlords with also tax delinquencies, you can then go into
Lien.
the tax information and be able to put like, hey, they have a lien, they have the tax lien here or any
Okay.
delinquencies, right? You're able to then utilize one lead list and then be able to go down these different categories and choose which
Oh,
scenarios you want to add on.
excellent. So always pick the first one first in lead list, right? And
Correct.
then the one that is more interesting to you and then refine that on the left bar with all the other details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Excellent.
you can always choose, and if you want, you can always go back to lead list and add that too at the end,
Mhm.
whatever your preference is.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So let's say we do if we do I don't know, let's say upside down. Upside down means that they own more than the property is worth, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And then you combine that going down maybe with senior owners or tired landlords. They're more being willing to sell. Then that way you had a more refined list, correct?
Correct. And with these filters, them like some of them can be a filter. So like for example, the lead list on market, that is a filter
Mm,
we have. It's in the MLS section. But for some
okay.
other ones, like for example, the ones you had specified, like senior
Yeah.
owners and tired landlords,
Yeah.
we don't have a set filter in the other categories, but you can build it. So if you want to know like what specifies for senior owners or any of these lead lists, we
Hmm.
do have our resources right here in propstream.com, and you can go
Yes.
check out lead list definitions. So then
Hmm.
we can go and look, okay, what qualifies tired landlords, right? So here it's letting me know non-owner occupied properties, i.e. rentals, where the current ownership exceeds 15 years. So that means I can go back, right? I chose upside down,
Yes.
and I would go then to build that scenario to occupancy, right? So it's non-owner occupied, and
Hmm.
years of ownership is 15 or more.
Ah, got you.
Yeah, and so that's how you would build it. With all these filters, it looks like in this particular market, this whole scenario, it looks like nothing's pulling up, but definitely, play around with the filters and see how you're able to
Okay.
really focus on the filters that you find important.
Mhm. What, in your experience for investors,
Mhm.
what is a real sign of motivation?
Ooh, a sign of motivation?
Yeah.
I would say I've met so many different people from different backgrounds, but I think definitely the motivation that I hear a lot is about family, which I find very special to my heart because, at the end of the day, I think we all just want to raise each other up and raise our families to
Mhm.
have a better living situation, to help our communities, right? I think being able to have the idea of family and secondarily, I hear a lot about giving back to the community. So
Uh, okay. No, I thought about motivation to sell here in Propstream.
Okay. So like I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I thought you
It's all
meant
right.
with investors. So
No.
motivated sellers.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard investors. Apologies.
Oh, it's fine.
So with motivated sellers, we have, I would say, um,
Fail
um,
listings, maybe?
yeah, I mean, there's so
Like,
many different types. I would say mostly there's two types, right? It's definitely
mhm.
the financial stress or that the property is distressed.
Okay.
And so that's why you're able to go in and use those filters to put, okay, maybe they're under a particular financial distress of pre-foreclosure or bankruptcy, or like
Mhm.
how you were showing right now that they're upside down on their mortgage, or the other side where the property can be in distress. That's where you're able to utilize prop stream intelligence, right? That
Mhm.
the condition is, in disrepair or poor, or that way you're able to see that, hey, that property is in distress. If you're looking for on-market properties, you can also check out MLS and keywords here. You can put TLC or fixer upper, any,
Ah.
keywords like
Mhm.
that, they're going to bring you to that distressed property.
And also bank owned. When they're bank owned, the bank is really to do business or pre foreclosure as well, no?
Correct, yeah. So here you're able to then check out the different like if you want to go into any auctions, you can specify,
Mhm.
hey, where can I go and see specific auctions? Like even in the future, it'll showcase that in the property details page. So if you want to choose like, hey, I'm free this weekend, I want to check out if there's any auctions going on, you can put those dates in there and it'll showcase those auctions that are happening in that particular market that you're interested in.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Does anybody here in the audience has any questions, or do you want to continue? If you have questions, please raise your hand and we can go over questions. Yes, Cesar, we will have a recording available. We put it later in YouTube. If someone has questions, let me know. Innova, please go ahead and continue.
All right. Well, let's continue on with Lance's scenario here. So we'll check out the prop
So they will tell you, and this is like 50-50 ownership versus renter. They'll tell you what type of neighborhood it is. If you have a lot of renters there, meaning it's okay for you to have even more renters when you have your co-living business going, or if you have a higher percentage of ownership, it will be harder, even without HOA, to have a co-living business there in case something goes wrong. It's important to know not only demographics, but if they are employed or unemployed, what are the income brackets also in this case. In the 50s and 30s, which is kind of good for co-living, that helps you determine if the demographics are good as an investment size. Even co-living or not, it's very important to know what type of neighborhood are like in walking distance, what type of money they make, to see if your property not only appreciate in value, your investment, but also your residents are going to feel safe and comfortable there. That's it. Thank you, Ari.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love the demographics tab as well because not to reiterate what you said because you put it in such a lovely way, but yeah, definitely this is a good way to make that informed decision about the property for your property analysis. You know, here you can also even tell like the population by age group. This is a good way to know who you're marketing towards, right? In terms of your marketing whenever you send it out.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know, if especially if it's like in the college area and if this was like higher, you definitely want to
Yeah.
check out just like different marketing tactics, right? You know, instead of sending postcards, maybe you want to send SMS, or if it's an older generations, you know, maybe you want to call or send postcards instead. You know, anything that's going to help you really one, get in contact with these homeowners, right? And then two, also being able to build that rapport. So it's always about building that rapport to then having that connection lead to landing your deal, landing that ability to continue forward with your real estate journey.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. In this case, I was just looking at demographics, and it's how many households of one are they? Like, wow, a lot. A lot of single people living by themselves. Employed, yeah, but 44%. And you combine them with the two people, that's like almost a third of the whole demographic in that area. Isn't that crazy? The loneliness is an epidemic as well as many other ones that we have. Can you go up a little bit and let's talk about the other options, which is not only tax, but also mortgage and transaction history and document and reports.
No matter what subscription plan you're on, you will have this ability of the rehab calculator. So you would just come here, edit, and then essentially just keep going and looking into the property details page for that information to fill out because you want to be as specific as possible and as detailed so that way
Yeah.
you can get an itemized line item report of your rehab project. And that way you can see how much it's going to cost you and how much the even the labor is going to cost you for this particular market. So I think it was a three and a half, four. So it
So
was a
let's say we're
four.
gonna have so let's put 6 bathrooms in there.
Okay, let me
7 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms.
7, 6 bathrooms, and then I think here, how much was it? 275.
2725. 2725.
Oh, 2725.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so here, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we can put this as well if we want. That way we can be as detailed as possible.
2021.
2021. Okay. All right. So then we'll click on next. Here you'll also be able to click on estimate new project costs.
Okay.
Here you can click on that, name
Okay.
that new project, and then click on Let's Go. Here, this is where you'll then be able to specify which particular projects you want to do, either if you want to complete remodel by area. This is where if you want to do just specific projects, you can do that. If you want to search by like popular projects, this is something where you're able to just choose which particular project you want. And then if you're like really experienced in the rehab project world, you can go utilize search by individual actions, and that's going to give you a really extra, very nitty-gritty, detailed way of choosing which particular projects you want. So here we
Uh, Quick
typically,
question. Sorry to interrupt
uh,
again.
no,
I'm
it's
the
okay.
one who raised the hands the more. Is this tailored to zip code, meaning what is the cost to rehab in every zip code, or is just a generalized idea?
The former. So it is per
A
by zip
generalized idea.
code.
Is
By
it
zip
is
code.
oh fantastic. Okay, so if you want to know how much is a remodel in that zip code, you come here.
Correct.
Oh,
That way you
phenomenal.
can
Great.
see the project costs in terms of the items involved,
Hmm.
as
Okay,
well as the labor costs too.
that's
And it's
phenomenal.
yeah, it's an average of that zip code.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, those because we are close to finish, like 12 minutes to finish. I want to make sure that I know time goes fast when you have fun. When you click analysis, is that different from tools?
Correct. So these are
Okay.
our two calculators
Uh-huh.
that have more to do in terms of like construction, whereas analysis, this is another calculator. But here, this is going to give you different analysis in terms of your situation. So whether
Okay.
you're an investor or whatever the case may be, in this case, of course, being an
Hmm.
investor, here you're just going to put in fill in the blank, honestly. You're going to
Hmm.
put in the type of property it is, the
Hmm.
purchase
Okay.
price, all that good stuff. And you just go down
Great.
here, fill out what applies to you. And then once you're
Hmm.
done, this will be the
Oh.
last page here. Free to download, folks. You can
Oh, wow.
utilize the analysis here. So, like, let's say you do an improvement rehab one if you want, a rental one if you want to decide, how much you want to have this being rented out. I guess in this case, in terms of co-living.
It's yeah. So it's going to be between rental analysis and cash flow analysis for
Hmm.
income and expenses, combining your tool, knowing how many rooms and bathrooms, and using my calculator for comps, which is how has everybody here seen in the call has seen my calculator, my Coliving calculator? Type yes or no in the comments, and I'll give you a preview because we're making improvements to the calculator so you can get your mind blown. And based on the zip code, I can share how much a room can cost for, what are the right costs for you to make a property move forward. I'm happy to show that a little later. No? Maybe we can stay a couple minutes extra and I'll give you a demo, like based on one of these examples you like. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, guys, I've seen it and her tool is amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, it's amazing. I'm not even in the co-living sector and I think it's definitely something that it needs to be talked about more. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Yes, yes, awesome.
All right. Any useful?
For outbound marketing. Here you're able to not just get 20% off for life with your PropStream account as long as you click on that tab, but you do get a 7-day free trial and you get free live onboarding. So it's definitely something that I highly
Mhm,
recommend if you're considering, working with a
mhm.
dialer. And that way you're able to really maximize that workflow, really maximize and
Yeah.
streamline your business flow.
Also, you show that for people that is as serial investors that wanna have a mini wholesale business, have like a small front page where people can give them a call back.
Yes, we do have
That.
free landing page that
Mhm.
Gladys talking about. So
Yeah.
once you start a campaign, you'll always
Hmm.
be able to start that free landing page here on the upper right-hand side. It'll say set up website, and it's very intuitive, folks. Here you'll be able to add in different website images, even your logo, right? Make it as pretty or creative or as nice and neat as you want. And then here you will then be able to add in any text, be able to put in information about you and your business. And then once you're done, you can check out this preview on the right-hand side. I recommend even clicking on preview here. That way you can see it exactly the way those homeowners are going to be able to see it. And then
That's
cherry on
amazing.
top,
Yeah.
yeah, is that you get that contact form too. So if they look at your information, they want to reach out to you, they can fill this out and you'll receive this via email.
That is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Remember that everybody here, if you are a member of my community and you already got, or you're going to get 30 days for free, and if you already have ProStream, you're going to get $25. So you're welcome. $25 that you can use inside ProStream to spend any way you want using any of the extra features here, which is phenomenal. So pretty much in 2026, you have no excuse to not get your real estate and your co-living journey as an investor started. Yeah,
Exactly.
Christina, good to see you, Christina. I hope you're doing well. Do we have any questions regarding this? Everybody raise your hand in the last 5 minutes.
I raised my hand. I have a couple of questions.
Okay, go ahead.
You indicated an ability to identify properties that have property tax liens, and I wonder how far you are able to distinguish between, if at all, code enforcement liens, HOA liens, to be an indicator of owner motivation, and also is there an ability to identify on the existing financing of the property if it is non-bank private lenders? Because
Gotcha.
I've gone in on
Mm-hmm.
situations that bought a $50,000 second for $5,000, which totally changed the perspective on the investment.
Let's start with the lien part.
Yeah. So real quick for you with that lien, you do go to lien, bankruptcy, and divorce. You can put include here or exclude if you want. And here with lien types, you're going to be able to see all those different types of liens if you want to specify a particular lien. And you can choose however many you want. And that way you can go after.
And when it was recorded, that's good.
Yeah, exactly. So you can choose the type, when it was recorded, and even lien amount if you want as well as the time frame too. So yeah, definitely check out the lien portion of the filters. And then regarding the
building your business, you're looking at a property but don't know how to get it. You're looking at how to get money for a rental, do arbitrage business. Grab 50 minutes with me, because in February, I'm going to start my new cohort of coaching students. So if you're interested in joining, just grab the 50 minutes with me. Those also will be in the email. I'm happy to help you as much as we can, as we have helped many other people change their lives and achieve freedom. Again, I'm honored for you to spend a little bit of Friday with us today. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you. Wait for your email later today, and I'll see you all next Friday. Peace and ciao. Adios. Bye.